I turn to my Philadelphia 76er fan and you, TJ Jefferson. If you had to keep one, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, you have to choose one. Which one do you choose?
Chris and I have this talk all the time, and basically, to me, I look at it like this. You can have other players that replicate what Ben Simmons brings to the table. It's really hard to kind of make up for what Joel Embiid does on the basketball court.
Now, you said in the middle of our break, Chris, that, one guy was there and got swept, so that means the other guy who's not there is more valuable. And I would say I don't know if Simmons would have won a game with the way the rest of the group was playing if Embiid was out.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, maybe don't give Tobias Harris and Al Horford a combined $250 million. I mean, I totally understand that, but Joel Embiid is not the way the league is trending, the type of player that he is. Okay, you need big guys that can shoot. Look at Robin Lopez. That guy has transformed his game into a player that can play in today's league and is going to get 5-6 more years at the end of his career. I don't see Embiid being able to do that with the way that he plays. I mean, the guy talks so much game before the season about being MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, and it's clear he didn't put in the work to do all of that. And so if you do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, you're the fool. So I think it's time to move on from this.
I don't know. I think he is transformative in his own right. And I buy what you said about that the game has moved in a different way, maybe away from somebody that big would be that different. And Giannis is the difference maker between the two. Obviously, Giannis has got more of a dynamic game, if you will, than Embiid. But Embiid definitely is a total handful. And if you run an offense through him and you have potentially the shooters to help him out, I don't know, again, if Horford or Tobias Harris are the proper complementary parts for Embiid. And I don't even know if Simmons is either. And it seems now they have 4 guys who are making an absurd amount of money and a head coach that's not going to be there anymore. And I think Elton Brand's move that he's got left is to find a coach who will raise his or her hand and say, I can make chicken salad out of these 4 guys, and this is how I'm going to do it. And if that can't happen, then the whole house is going to be clean poltergeist style.
Yeah.
I think that should happen now, like Elton Brand, and blow it all up, get rid of Elton, get rid of the coach, and then bring in a general manager who can figure out what to do with these 4 pieces who are so expensive that it's going to be very difficult to move.
I love Elton Brand as a player, but what's going on with that team? And I go back and I always say this 2017 NBA draft, Sixers had the 3rd pick, slotted to be Jason Tatum, and they traded to move up to take Markelle Fultz. And on that day, I remember tweeting out that this is going to set the Sixers back a decade. There's no coming back from what happened. They had Jason Tatum. He's looking to be like a superstar in the making. They had him, they gave him up, and they gave up picks. They gave up talent to draft Fultz and gave up on him. Like, I love the Sixers. I don't think that anything's good.
What do you do, though? Do you throw a boatload of money at Jay Wright? Like, that's kind of the big name that's being thrown about now. He's in Philadelphia, but if you're him, would you leave Villanova?
No, I wouldn't.
Unless that was his dream.
Billy Donovan is an outlier.
Yeah,
Billy Donovan is an outlier. Name me and so is Brad Stevens. How good is he, man? You just must be through the moon, over the moon. I don't think he will. Why would he?
Never leave.
You're the head coach of the Boston Celtics. Yeah. You're a young man.
And look at the young core that he's got. Kemba Walker has been incredible.
I know. And he looks like he's just been bar mitzvahed. That's how young he is. I mean, he does. Honestly, the rigors of coaching in the NBA does not seem to affect this guy.
Brad Stevens? I thought you meant Kemba Walker.
What is he, like 26?
Honestly. So, but those are the outliers. That's why Coach K stayed at Duke, right?
43.
You have a chance to coach the Lakers, and he said, I'm staying put. Yeah. Izzo was kicking the tires on potentially coaching LeBron if you know.
Right, and then he bolted.
Well, right, and then LeBron took his talents to South Beach, and then Izzo stayed put. mean, look at John Beilein. Look at my coach. And now Juwan
you're a
Howard's
Curry coach,
you
yeah.
know what?
Juwan Howard's
Keep
getting sniffs
your hands
now.
off my college basketball coach right now. What, where Chicago's interested in him?
I think all of them are. I mean, look, but if you're Juwan Howard, what if there's no college basketball season this winter? Then what do you do? And NBA money is knocking at your door.
You stay put. I mean, COVID's not going to last forever.
We hope.
I don't know, man. It's just so tough to go from college to pros and have it work and have it stick. If I'm Jay Wright, I don't touch the Sixers job with a 10-foot pole. No way. Calipari was back on his, elliptical machine in Kentucky, and he's never going to leave there. Why would he ever do that?
Look at Pitino.
Well, there's both places have sort of dried up on him. What is this, Greece, right? Or he's back in college basketball, obviously. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.